my wife and I did something that we never dreamed we would do. We actually sat down and we wrote a book. And after many years of working together in our field, me being a physical therapist, her being a Pilates and Gyrotonic instructor, we sat down and put together a book with all of the things that we've been teaching people for the last 20 years of our careers. And we put together this book when we really thought we couldn't, when everyone told us we didn't have time to, when people that we talked about it to really just kind of gave us that opposite advice to do it, of doing it, let me say it that way. So I just want to talk a little bit about that story. I think it was about a decade ago that I thought, man, there's got to be a better way for me to put all of the things that I teach my clients, all the things that Cheryl teaches her clients into one concise place. And we started creating these PDFs, and we started emailing people. And that's what we did at the time, and that's what we had availabilities to do. And we did that for years, and it worked well. And I always thought a book was something that I would love to do, to put all of it in one place, because we have the material, we have the knowledge, we have the information. But I never thought I would actually put it in a book. And then one day, this has been a couple years ago now, probably about 2 years ago, I was sitting on the internet, on Facebook, being served ads based on the things that, you know their algorithm, and you get some weird ads. And so it was an ad from a guy named Frank Kern, and he was talking about writing a book. And he basically sat down in the course of about I don't remember, maybe a 5 to 10 minute video, and he outlined how to write a book. And I sat there and I did it. I did exactly what he said, and it took me about an hour to do what he said. And within that hour, I had a rough copy of a book. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And the way I did it was just by speaking into my phone. I wrote it all down, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and I kind of had an outline of what I wanted to talk about, and then I just talked. And it took me, let me say it this way, it took me about an hour to put together my outline based on what this video was teaching me, and it took me about an hour to talk into the phone. And that was the steps that I took. Then I realized I wanted all of these things that I talked about to be in video form. So then the next step was to film the videos and put the videos together, and take the pictures and use the book to be the common platform to hold the videos, to hold the pictures, to hold the written instructions. So however you learn, if you're interested in a video, there's a little link in here that you download, and it takes you to all of the videos, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and they're in order of the book. You can also look at the pictures and read the book for that if you're a better learner in that way. So the book is basically a 20 years, we'll say, 20 years of experience for Cheryl and I put together and put in one place that people can have access to it all over. And it's something that, again, people told us it couldn't happen. And when we tell people we wrote a book, what do they say? How did you have time to write a book? And that's the first thing everyone says. So that's kind of the story. I just wanted to share that story because I think it's important for people to understand why we did what we did. This book has nothing to do with Cheryl and I. This book has all to do with sharing what has helped so many of our clients at our facility here in Austin, Texas. But we know only so many people can make it to Austin, Texas. So now with this information, anyone in the world can have access to this, these videos, these pictures, these instructions on how to really make a change in your back pain. So that's what I have for you today, guys. A little bit of the origin story of our book. And I'm super excited about it. I wrote the first 4 chapters, Cheryl wrote the last chapter, and it's something that I would love to get your feedback on. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.